Hello, my lovely beans. Welcome to the DryIceComedy podcast. Today it's just me and Reginald because Joey is a hairy bean bun.
Or as I like to call him, a racist hot dog.
And Jacob is a tired bean bun.
Also, he is introverted at the moment.
And he's also, I guess, working on something for DryIceComedy right now. So, anyways, today we are talking about the future games that we are most excited for.
This should be fun.
So, Reginald, what are you most excited for?
Am I only allowed one answer?
Yes, for now, and then we
For
can
now?
discuss other games. Yeah.
Well, if I'm only allowed one answer, I'd have to go with one that I know is absolutely coming out, and I absolutely know a lot of things that are going to happen with it, which would be Carlos versus Scott food fight.
I expected a different answer. Oh, beans.
What, like Borderlands 3?
Yes.
Oh, that doesn't come out until September. September 13th, to be exact.
We don't have a date set for Food Fight yet. Hunter's still doing a lot of programming stuff, and I'm still doing sprite work with weapons. And Joey and I are still doing some music. We have a few more stages to do, plus the menus and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, so the game I'm probably the most excited for would have to be Metroid Prime 4.
Oh?
Yes.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
It's been announced at a direct maybe a year ago. Still haven't seen anything new about it though.
Well, that's nice, I guess.
That makes me a sad bean bun. But I mean, I really want to see what they could do with a modern Metroid Prime game.
That would look good.
Because they have newer Metroid games that are, 2D and side scrollers. But
which wasn't that how Metroid was beforehand?
Yes, that's how the original Metroid was. And it was based off of Metroid 2, I think. So it wasn't even an original game. It was just with 3D graphics now. And now they're doing another Metroid Prime, which are first-person shooters.
So, kind of like Borderlands, I think?
I mean, kind of. You first person, you get the view of Samus, so you see your visor and all that stuff. I want to see what they could do with a more modern one, because the last ones came out on the Wii.
Like the modern version of Samus, as in like what they did with Smash Bros. Or something?
That, and what they could do with the playstyle as well. Like how they could shift that around, because the last one was on the Wii, and now we have the Switch.
Right.
Which has very different controllers in many ways. I'm wondering, will they use motion controls?
Ooh.
Or will they use the analog sticks, which I hope they use analog sticks, or maybe just make both an option.
What if it was like a little bit of both, like what Breath of the Wild did?
Oh, yeah. Man, I don't really like the motion controls on Breath of the Wild sometimes.
I kind of prefer them if I'm trying to, like, use a bow or something.
But sometimes, I don't know, it's like... Because I usually play with the Pro Controller.
Right.
I just killed a dog for no reason. We're playing Minecraft again, as we did last time.
Third Nautilus shell. Wow. Sorry, guys.
Okay, where was I?
We're also drinking coffee. If you do hear us drinking that, I apologize.
AKA bean juice. Mine is in a lovely Golden Girls coffee mug.
And I have my original purple and white purple cup with white rim, which is absolutely amazing with how much it can contain and how much it pertains to me, I guess. was actually one of the first cups I used whenever I was over here and drinking bean juice with you guys.
You know, if Carlos was a female, he would look like a golden girl with his afro.
He is a golden girl. I don't know what you're talking about. Like episode 2 of what we did in a previous podcast here.
When he's a zombie, he's a golden girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, with the Breath of the Wild thing, I'm used to using Pro controllers, so sometimes when I use the gamepad, I don't expect it to move.
Right.
So when I'm aiming at something, I'll move a little bit and see it move, and I'll be like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Which, what I'll do a lot of the time is I'll turn YouTube on my TV and then just play on the gamepad.
Right. As one does. I have so much fish.
Reginald, why do you have so much fish?
I'm near a body of water.
You want to explain why?
Alright, guys, so we are playing Minecraft, as we've said before. And, well, my first house was going to be in a cavern or a ravine. Well, I started fishing as a source of food that I could do while I was down there. Well, it has grown. I have a mending 1, unbreaking 3, luck of the sea 2 fishing rod. And I've been fishing ever since to get levels and get enchantment books and whatnot that I've been needing. But yeah, I fish a lot more than Colton does, and Colton lives in the sea.
Yeah, I literally live inside of the ocean. I have like a big glass square under the water with a house inside of it.
So back to the question about which games we're excited for later on. Are there any others that you're excited for?
Okay, well, since Joey's not here, I asked him this question the other day, and he didn't give me an answer of a game. He just said Smash Bros. DLC.
Does that count?
I mean, it's not really a game.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at there.
You could count something like Breath of the Wild DLC, since that adds more to more missions and whatnot.
But for Smash Bros?
I mean, I know he's excited for it. I am too. Hoping they bring more familiar characters.
Waluigi.
Breen. I'm sad. I really feel like that's never gonna happen. At least in Ultimate.
Believe, man, believe. One of these days they will have to give in to us.
I have hope for it. But, oh man. Sakurai really hates Waluigi. Breen.
I bet he gets a lot of hate mail for that.
Oh yeah, he does. I see a lot of comments and stuff on Nintendo posts and uploads on YouTube about Waluigi and Smash. Even when the videos and stuff aren't about Smash.
It's just they want Waluigi and Smash.
Yeah, I really want Waluigi and Smash. I feel like he should have been added when Wario was added.
Right.
Why? Why just Wario without Waluigi? I mean, I know he was created first. But still, at this point, we need Waluigi alongside Wario.
He needs his brother's support, and not as a actual assist trophy anymore.
And put Waluigi in the WarioWare games. You beating bean buns? And make a Waluigi Land game.
For those of you guys who don't know what WarioWare is, pause the video here, hop on Google or something, look up WarioWare.
Just go play it. Get an emulator or something and play it. It's great. Reginald tends to not like it too much. But oh beans.
I don't like timing games like that. It's the amount of...
It's a rhythm game, guys, by the way. It's like a timing... You have to be really precise. Which is funny, Joey. There's one mini game or micro game on there that's called Stop Me, and I don't know if you remember this one, but it's where it's a wheel spinning, and there's one triangle with Wario.
Oh, that one, right.
You have to try and land it on Wario. Joey couldn't get that, but I could get it like almost every time. So every time it got to that one, Joey would pause it and hand it to me, and then I'd do it, and then I'd hand it back to him. It was great. He didn't want to do a whole set of Stop Me micro games in a row. I am a big WarioWare fan, and I've played through that game several times. You, that was another big thing in the 8th grade.
Was WarioWare and Carlos versus Scott.
Yep. Whenever we take a break from Carlos versus Scott, I just pull out Wario World or Wario
Where, yeah.
Yeah. Wario World is also great though.
The English is not good with this one.
There's too many Wario games, but not enough.
I feel like if they made a game in today's gaming society and whatnot that was like SAO, which is Sword Art Online, for those who don't know, it's an anime that has a, it's kind of like VR, only you're not moving to do stuff. You don't need a controller, you are the controller. If they did one of those, I bet if they came out with a WarioWare one, you would be playing it every day. Wouldn't you?
Yes, but you don't really die in WarioWare, I guess.
No. I mean, like, SAO does have that death game in the first season, but they get rid of that later on. I'm meaning, like, without the death penalty if your character dies or anything like that.
Okay, so it'd be Code Lyoko and more death-free.
Yeah.
Oh,
now you're getting it. For those of you who also don't know what Code Lyoko is, please go look at it. It is a very good show.
Also, we talked about it a little bit in the second podcast, but when I'm saying Bean, again, it's Bean dialogue. It's from Carlos vs. Scott.
Yeah.
Go check it out, and you'll understand why I'm saying bean or a bunch of random foods.
Like bean or cheese or burrito or hairy bean taco.
Also, Hunter, you hairy bean bun. What the beans? Okay.
I'm gonna stay out of this for now. That's all you, Colton.
Alright, so this Hunter, the legend himself that you guys have not heard from at all yet, he said that these podcasts were flawed, which of course they are.
Not everything's perfect.
They're not perfect. Plus, he at least you understood that we were just starting out, Hunter.
Right.
And but what the beans he called us unprofessional. Again, we're just starting out. Hunter, you still need to be on one of these podcasts. I know you said maybe, but you need to be on one. Please.
I mean, all the other people who are part of Dry Ice team have been on here. Other than you.
Oh, yeah.
You're the only one left.
Another thing, Hunter. You said you weren't part of the Dry Ice Comedy team. You just said you were an associate. What the beans? No, I understand that, actually, as well. I'm just kind of... Why am I doing a Reginald rant now?
This is the Colton rant at the moment. Oh. We've
Colton.
switched gears right now.
It's called the Colton Complaints.
Colton Complaints. My gosh.
Oh, beans.
We've ascended.
Oh, beans. Now,
Also, quick thing towards this Hunter fellow. Yes, I know my rant should be longer. Yeah, but if you want to critique my rants, come and be part of one of these. Then I'll give you the chance. That's all I'm gonna say, is because you can't really say that you've listened to it unless you've listened to me actually rant.
Oh, beans. Oh.
So, don't say that I don't rant for long enough, because Colton here can attest, I do rant.
Jacob told Hunter some of your jokes. And
Wait, which jokes?
I don't remember, but...
My racist jokes?
I
'Cause
don't know, but I know it made Hunter say that he might not get along with you on occasions.
it must have been my racist jokes.
He it's not just you. He gets on to me and Jacob for some jokes. Which, of course, I don't go too crazy with my jokes like Jacob does. It's mainly Jacob that makes Hunter mad. Me, I just put beans all over the classroom and stuff. And he's like, why are you putting beans everywhere?
Wait. I think I know what jokes you're talking about.
Oh, jeez. Are these
are about Mr. T.
Are these family friendly?
No. These are about Mr. T.
Okay.
You should know they're not family friendly.
So we said we might explain Mr. T in another podcast. All we're going to say is that he is one of our acquaintances from school who recently got arrested for doing something terrible. That's all we'll say.
I don't necessarily like the guy.
It was pretty bad. I didn't really like him either, but that's why.
Especially what he did.
After what he did, he just lost all respect from us. We didn't.
I didn't have respect for him in the first place.
Okay.
I'm sorry, everybody, but
he lost us counting him as a human being.
I didn't do that either.
Being it, Reginald, you gotta agree with something here.
That he's an idiot? Yes, he is.
All right. We completely decided that he was a complete idiot at that point, and there is no turning back. At least he had maybe a slight chance to redeem himself before, but now he doesn't.
Slight chance? Slight chance?
A very, very, very slight chance.
Are we talking about the same person here?
I don't know. You knew him more than I do. I did.
I kind of did, yeah.
So, yeah. Also, Jacob knew him longer than I did as well.
Jacob knew him longer than I did.
I knew Tylen since maybe freshman year. I barely knew him, though, at all. And then recently, in the last class we had...
Right.
I got to know him a little bit more because he would hang out with us all the time. And we didn't... None of us really liked him around. He was just kind of there.
He was very
time.
annoying.
Yeah, he would just stick around whoever wouldn't tell him to leave constantly, and we didn't do that to him. But you probably did. I don't know. You weren't in that class, so.
You want to know what I did to him?
What?
You know how I have a tendency to given the opportunity, my sarcasm will kick in at points and times during a conversation. My sarcasm kicked in one day whenever he tried to talk to someone.
Beans.
This talking to someone, he said something very, very stupid, and I remarked, said something, and he was like, oh, well, dang. He's getting to the real starter points here.
Yeah, and also in this same class I'm talking about, he would constantly show me and Jacob some very disturbing pictures. Like,
is this the thing that I think you're talking about?
Probably.
Like, related to what he did?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I asked him to stop, and Jacob got mad and was kind of yelling at him. Jacob didn't like it at all. I didn't like it at all.
He never knew when was crossing the line.
Yeah, and
it was more or less hey, he needed to be taught where the line was drawn, not hey, this is the line, don't go past it. Because he's not going to learn how to stop from there. It's more of he needed to learn right then and there where the line was and how not to cross it. You know? This has become into the Mr. T podcast.
Wait, yeah. Also, back to the main topic of the games. Another great one that's coming out is Super Mario Maker 2.
Oh, they're coming out with a second one?
Yeah.
Oh,
on the Switch.
nice.
And this one's gonna be 2 players.
Oh.
Yeah, they're gonna have a co-op thing.
We could work on it together.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. They didn't have that in the first game, and they're adding a lot more stuff. Like how they didn't have slopes in the first game.
Oh.
They're adding slopes now. So you can slide down. They didn't have that in the first game, and I was like, what the beams?
Speaking of sliding in games, Borderlands 3 has a new sliding mechanic as well as a climbing up portions of like buildings or whatnot.
Oh, beams.
So, if you guys want to go learn more about some of this stuff, go to Gearbox Software on YouTube and go look at the live streams that they do for the Borderlands 3 and whatnot. If you can't find that, then there is another YouTuber, shout out to them, I guess, Hater Hype, sorry, on YouTube. He has a lot of stuff on there that is seriously pertaining to Borderlands 3, and a lot of it is actually really true. They confirmed a lot of what he's told us, so go check those things out if you really want to know more about Borderlands 3. If you don't, then more power to you, I guess.
Oh yeah, also they were doing that Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening remake.
Alrighty then.
On the Switch. It's just basically Link's Awakening, but, you know, again, 3D graphics and
right.
updated textures and stuff like they did with the Metroid 2 game and whatnot. Also, Ultimate Alliance 3. Have you played any of the Ultimate Alliance games?
I don't know that game, actually. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh. It's that Marvel game. You know, the top-down
okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about now.
That's a great game. I remember playing the first one on the original Xbox back in the day, and then finally got the second one, and I was like, holy beans, Hulk is in this one?
Alright, so I know you guys may not think this is an actual thing, but if Colton can guess the game that I'm about to say, he knows it. He knows the game. I know he does. Do you like jazz?
Oh, okay.
Is the only hint I'm... Okay, he gets it from
so the B-movie game.
Yeah.
The B-movie game, man, I mean, that's not a future game coming out, but it's
Still a good
it's
game.
a beautiful game that has already came out. So if you're waiting on those
pesky new games
to come out, get yourself the B-movie game and play that. I have the Wii version. Played a little bit of the DS version. I gotta say, I was a very happy boy. Also, there are hilarious glitches where you can get out of bounds that I did on there. I was like, oh beans. So, hopefully we can get an out of bounds video of that game sometime.
Like recording it?
Well, not us, but
Oh, okay.
I don't remember the.
Oh, we
YouTuber's
could ask
name.
Jacob to do it. See if he could get an online version of it.
Oh beans! I think they did have a PC version. So.
By the way, guys, as we mentioned him earlier in another podcast, Jacob is the owner of a YouTube channel called Klutz, or QNR Klutz.
Yeah.
Shout out to our boy Jacob.
Link in the description. I decided to take the time to go comment some file type at the end of,
.exe.
in every single video he has, even the ones with Mr. T.
Which are probably privated now, so.
Yeah, so I did oof.exe, oof.apk, oof.mp3, a bunch of just file types. I changed the file type each time, and it was great. I was a very happy boy, and obviously very bored to sit there and take the time to do that.
Also, never mind. We are not getting as much comments at the bottom of the thing on the videos. I would like to answer this question with.
I started us a Twitter, by the way. Go follow that.
We have a Twitter?
Yes, it's up to 15 followers right now, I think.
I might have to get back on Twitter.
I was able to gain us like 3 followers from that, or 3 subscribers from that.
Oh, nice.
So we're now at 44 subscribers.
Well, shout out to those 3 new subscribers. Welcome to the club, I guess.
I started this Twitter of like a week ago, maybe, but only really been trying to grow it for like maybe 3 days. So, I put your Twitter handle in the description of our
mine?
in our bio. Yeah, and Jacob's.
I don't even remember what Twitter. Mine was.
The Frosty.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, mine is in the description. Jacob's and yours.
It's been a while since I've gotten on Twitter, actually.
Joey, if you have a Twitter, we'll put it into the bio as well. But
you
Joey's
just have to tell us first.
Joey, you're not here. You haven't been in class for the past 2 days, so I haven't been able to ask you. And you hardly message on Discord. I'm basically the only bean bun to message on Discord.
I try.
I spam a bunch of memes that I know nobody clicks on. They're just YouTube links.
I don't hardly get on Discord anymore.
Today I sent a video, the Obi-Wan versus Anakin fight, Google translated in French, and it's great. They're just talking, they're saying the same lines, but they're just talking in a French accent, and it's great.
I'm sorry if I stopped talking for a second, everybody. I'm trying to log on to Twitter again.
These podcasts will usually get off topic, but, I mean, which is good, because we're trying to make it feel like we're just hanging out, you know, like, that's what Hunter was saying.
Well, we are hanging out.
Yeah, we are hanging out. We're not trying to make these generic and... These aren't your typical passwords. Reginald's cheering because he remembered his password. And I accidentally just said these aren't your typical password. These aren't your typical podcasts. We're not trying to make them feel generic. We're just trying to make them feel like, you know, we're friends hanging out, and that's exactly what it is. We're hanging out playing Minecraft. We're talking about things. But we start off with a topic and lead it out to wherever. But we end up coming back around.
Lead it out to wherever? That's a broad thing.
Yeah. To just wherever it ends up. Bean. What the beans are you doing, Reginald?
Looking at Twitter.
Reginald hasn't been on Twitter in ages. Alright.
You have, no idea.
So more about the Ultimate Alliance game. It's got a lot more characters, you know. Looks like your regular old Ultimate Alliance game. Hope it's good. When I was a kid, I liked them. I don't know if I like them as an adult. I mean, I liked Sonic Heroes a lot as a kid. I still like it as an adult, but you know, not as much. Don't know why Sonic Heroes came up, but
I'm so sorry for going silent for so long. I haven't been on Twitter in a long, long time.
Oh, beans. Reginald just showed me a meme from Ruby. Again, that anime we talked about.
I'd tell it to the group here. If you... Colton, would you like me to say it out loud for the podcast here?
If you don't understand Ruby or whatever,
go look it up now.
Skip ahead or whatever. If it's not your kind of thing, yeah, sure, you can read it. It's not that long.
All right. First person speaking is Nora. The only two people are that speak in this are Nora and John. Nora, you really don't have any fears? John, just one. Nora, oh really? John, dying alone. Nora, John. Next is John's line. It's okay. I know it won't happen. Cinder will be there bleeding out next to me. Nora is speechless.
Oh, beans.
Nora then says, we need to get you help.
Sorry I dropped my controller during that. That was pretty loud.
You're good.
The mic really picked that one up. And I am out of bean juice. The Golden Girls mug is empty. Alright, so since we're, I guess, kind of done talking about future games that are coming out, let's talk about future games that we hope come out.
Waluigi's Taco Stand.
Make it official, Nintendo. Great ROM hack. We need more. Alright. So, Reginald's excited for Waluigi's Taco Stand. Man, I want them to make another 3D Donkey Kong game. Beans. Another 3D Donkey Kong game like DK64 would be great. A lot of people don't like DK64, including Hunter, who hasn't even played it.
At least try it first.
I told Hunter that I will stand by that game no matter what.
I'll stand by it, and I haven't even played it.
Joey's played it. Joey likes it. It's actually fun with multiplayer. The story mode is also really fun. One flaw that people see in it is you have to go back and change your character not occasionally.
Every now and again.
Quite a lot, actually. But, I mean, that's part of the charm, is the whole thing. And that's what sets it aside from different games. And me, I personally like to play through long games like that. It gives you more experience, or more gameplay and stuff out of it.
Looking at all the secrets and whatnot, right?
Yeah, and I mean, you get to, it gives all the characters a chance to be played as.
Alright, so we're nearing a point to where we could do a ranting session, unlike we did before.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to do it after 20 minutes. This is longer than the first Reginald Rants podcast itself. Alright. Reginald.
What would you like me to rant about today?
Rant about the pranks me and Joey did to you on Minecraft.
Alright. Some context clues about these pranks. Air quotes around that word. So, our last world that we were on, I had a house underground. Well, we had also been to the Nether at this point. Well, at this point, I had about 2 chests full of netherrack. And that's where it started. Or at least, no, there was something before that. You changed my farms from water to lava. You racist
beans.
hot dogs.
Joey, I gotta give credit to Joey. That was his idea. But I went down there and helped him. With both of these pranks, actually. Joey is kind of the mastermind behind Minecraft pranks.
You're like the fish from Megamind.
Did you like the netherrack prank?
No. I didn't like any of them.
What about my flooding prank?
Absolutely not. Do you know how many torches I had to go back and replace? Do you know the pain I went through?
What we did was the first one, the netherrack one we were talking about is Joey and I filled his house with a crap ton of netherrack, like a lot of it, almost his full chest.
A full double chest worth. You did a full double chest worth.
I didn't realize it was that much.
By the way,
and we
that wasn't
enclosed
even
him in obsidian as well.
That wasn't even the first prank. You want to know what the first prank was?
You can tell.
You remember the duel on top of your house?
Oh yeah, that was great. Reginald got married.
Joey asked to duel me. I was wearing diamond armor. I had a diamond sword that had an unbreaking 3, sharpness 2, and knockback 3 or something like
Joey
that.
Joey essentially had nothing.
Joey had iron armor.
Yeah.
Well, he got hit once with my sword and was like, oh no, this is not good, and tried to run from me. Well, during the midst of all this, Colton's up there and has decided that the winner was going to marry his dog. I promise you, none of us are furries.
They built me a throne.
No, Joey built you a table and a chair.
Joey built me a table and a chair to sit on to watch this fight. And when I went over there, I sat down and said, whoever wins gets my dog's hand in marriage. Or I should have said paw, now that I'm thinking about it. But anyways, Reginald won. Reginald's now married to my dog, but he kicked her out. Now she's right outside of the entrance to his house.
The dog never lived in my house in the first place. I didn't want to get married to your dog.
Oh, please.
I just wanted to show Joey how outmatched he really was.
He was forced to do a marriage. He threatened to kill that dog, and I was like, you're gonna kill your wife?
I still want a divorce.
Aw, beat it. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna have to bring my dog back to his house. Speaking of dogs, I have beautiful names on my dogs right now.
No.
I have Bean Bun, Mr. T,
No.
and oof.exe. Those are beautiful names for dogs. If you want to take those names for your dogs in real life, go ahead.
In real life?
Yes.
Why would... Okay. Do what you guys want.
Someone just naming their dog oof.exe in real life.
If that happens, please comment down below.
If I get a dog, that's happening.
I feel sorry for whatever dog you get.
I actually have pet fish with weird names.
Dr. Fishy, Goose, and...
Cheep, named after the fish from Mario.
Yeah. All you're missing now is Blooper.
Oh, beans. I need to get a little squid. Name it Blooper or Inkling. Alright. So, Back to Future games we want to come out. Bean. Well, actually, wait. Before we get back to that, one thing. Another game that's coming out is another Zelda game after Breath of the Wild.
Oh.
So, and they actually talked about incorporating 2 players into this game.
That would be fun.
So, I'm wondering, is it going to be like Hyrule Hero or Hyrule Warriors where they play as different characters, or will they be 2 Links?
Or could it be like Zelda and Link?
Like, yeah. Like, Hyrule Warriors had Zelda, it had Link, it had Tingle. Tingle,
you know,
was in that
Tingle's
game.
outfit is a DLC in the...
Yeah. Man, I was sad. I wanted to get that, too.
I think it's in the first DLC.
I mean, at least I could still go to Tingle's Island.
Wait, that's a thing in there?
Yeah. They have an island named off of him and all of his cousins or whatever.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So yeah, Hyrule Heroes had a bunch of different Zelda characters. So I'm wondering, is that what they're going to do with this next game? And I'm pretty sure they're planning on doing another open world game like Breath of the Wild was. So this one is probably going to be expanded by a lot.
That's pretty cool.
So this one is probably or definitely not coming to the Wii U like Breath of the Wild did. it's not going to be on Wii U and Switch. This one's probably just going to be Switch. So they won't have the limits of the Wii U, and we'll probably be able to do a lot more with it.
And it'll most likely update even more if it's on Switch.
Yeah, which is sad. They already said there's no more Breath of the Wild DLC coming.
I apologize if I have to leave here in the middle of this podcast for everybody, but I've got a family thing to go do and really can't miss it.
Are you okay to leave around 6:15?
That should be fine.
All right, I just want to get this to at least 45, maybe. I'll probably do an outro or something after you leave and whatnot. Okay, so games we want to come out. I want another Marvel vs. Capcom would be pretty cool. And another Force Unleashed.
Yeah, like Star Wars Force Unleashed?
Yeah.
You want to know what I wish you could do for Force Unleashed? Like, not have a specific character set, like it's already decided for you. Like, say you're like me and you like Grievous and how he looks and how he fights and whatnot. What if they let you customize your character like how Grievous looks or something like that?
Yeah,
or
it'd be really cool.
Mace Windu or...
Yeah,
I do like the lightsaber color change, though, that you can do custom on that. Any color.
And the skins.
Yeah.
Too bad they didn't have a Grievous one.
Right?
Yeah, but like Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, that would let you customize like a lot of your character. You could choose your species, the gender, of course,
right?
The clothing.
I have
cool.
something that I'd like to come out.
The hilt and the color. All right, what?
I have something that I'd like to come out.
What?
Have you ever heard of God of War?
B-Movie 2. Yeah, I've heard of God of War, of course.
B-Movie 2, God of War? What? Is this like a crossover of Barry Benson versus the God of War?
I should have said that before you say God of War. Alright.
God of War 5. Since they left God of War 4 on a cliffhanger, I do believe it would be good to have, like, say, have him fight Thor like they were going to. Like, at the very end, it shows Thor and his hammer.
Oh, beans.
And it's storming outside, so...
Green.
It's very possible that they'll come out with a Gears of War 5, but I don't know entirely. I'm sorry for
God of War? You said Gears of War.
Sorry. I do like Gears of War, though. Nope. I need that fish. I need that fish. Come back here.
Man, there's a lot of great games or a lot of great franchises that I would love to come back. Like, okay, for sure, I definitely want a new F-Zero game. There was supposed to be one on the Wii U, but the developer of that game decided not to do it because he was already working on another game. So, and I'm pretty sure it was a developer of Asphalt. So maybe if we can't get him, just get somebody who can do a good racing game. Come on, Captain Falcon needs to come back on something other than Smash.
Something else that I would, if I could change it or get a new version of it, it would be Tales from the Borderlands, which was the fourth. I can't speak today. I'm sorry, guys. Fourth Borderlands game to come out. I know I talk a lot about Borderlands on these podcasts, but whenever I can, but it's what I'm super excited for.
Also, we need another Diddy Kong Racing. Make it happen. If you guys haven't realized, I'm a very old school bean with my
Hey, I like old school stuff. But I play more of Centipede.
If they brought back Star Fox in a better way than Star Fox Zero, that would also be great. Star Fox Zero was good game, but terrible controls, which kind of ruined it for some people.
Better game, open game kind of thing is what you're hoping for, kind of?
Yeah, a better Star Fox game.
An open world Star Fox game? That would be great.
That would be really cool. Like, you could fly to different planets.
Yeah, like, you could just fly around and do stuff.
And go to a different planet and then get out of your your R-Wing and...
Like a combination of Borderlands meets... I'm just using Borderlands as a reference right now. Borderlands meets Star Fox.
Yeah. I mean, did you see the DLC or not the DLC, the Starlink thing? The whole
Starlink.
Like that whole thing?
I'm not sure.
With Star Fox stuff in it.
I don't think I have.
It's like a Star Fox Starlink crossover thing. It's pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. I have not played it.
I bet you want to,
Slippy's Bloodlust.
Oh, well, that's another topic entirely. Should we start on that? We are talking about games.
Whenever Reginald and I play Star Fox Assault on the GameCube, I always pick Slippy.
And he whips me royally. I only got him once in one game.
Slippy is actually...
out of like a dozen.
What's good is Slippy's strength on that game is the Landmaster.
He's an engineer. He's good in anything.
Yeah, but what he does best in that game, like, through the stats and whatnot, is Landmaster.
What's funny is, the only kill that I got you with was whenever I was playing with the, what's her name?
Crystal.
Crystal, yeah.
You furry bean.
I am not. That's just my main character in that game, because I don't like using Falco or Fox.
I'm just kidding. Reginald's not a furry bean. Hey, if you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you go check out our videos on YouTube and check out the rest of the episodes on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere you can find podcasts. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Maybe we can get some more people in on the next episode, like Joey and Jacob. Hoping to get Hunter at some point. Hunter, no, a lot of the stuff I said in this episode were jokes. We really respect you, Hunter, and we are thankful for you developing this Carlos versus Scott game and associating with DryIceComedy. We are very grateful for that. This is Colton from DryIceComedy signing off. Goodbye, my lovely beans.